Cholecystectomy 705. It is the surgical removal of gallbladder. Prophylactic cholecystectomy is done in diabetic patients, congenital hemolytic anemia patients who has underwent bariatric surgery. Indications: O gallstones, symptomatic, O cholecystitis, acute, chronic, O calculous cholecystitis, O empyema gallbladder, O mucosal gallbladder. Approach: O open right subcostal incision, coaches. Right paramedian. Horizontal incision. Mayo-Robson incision. O laparoscopic approach. Technique: after opening the abdomen, colon is pushed downwards and stomach medially. Duct. Phi RST method. Here Callett's triangle is dissected. Cystic artery is identified and ligated. Cystic duct is ligated close to the gallbladder. Gallbladder is separated from gallbladder fossa and removed. Hemostasis is maintained. Fig. 12.76. Demonstration of white bile on table. It is not white but opalescent. It is not. Fundus. Phi RST method. It is done in difficult gallbladder due to dense adhesions. Fundus is separated from the liver bed. Dissection is carried proximally until cystic duct and cystic artery are identified, which are then ligated. Drain is placed, which is removed after 72 hours. On table cholangiogram is a must after cholecystectomy. Complications of cholecystectomy. O complications can occur either in open method or in laparoscopic method. O open method is done through either right paramedian incision or Kocher's incision, right subcostal. Complications which can occur in both: infection and subphrenic abscess, bleeding from cystic artery, and from liver bed injury to CBD or hepatic duct bile leak and biliary fistula formation, biliary stricture formation, injuries to colon, duodenum, mesentery. Laparoscopic cholecystectomy. Fig. 12.78. Kocher's incision used for open cholecystectomy. Drain. It is the most popular method to remove gallbladder. It is the gold standard treatment for gallstone. Position: O supine, head end up and right side up. Anesthesia: general. Ports: O 10 mm port in umbilicus to pass 10 mm telescope. O 10 mm port in midline epigastrium is working channel. O to 5 mm ports at midclavicular and anterior axillary line in subcostal region. Procedure: Fig. 12.79. Ligation of cystic duct and cystic artery while doing. After creation of pneumoperitoneum with 12-14 mm pressure, 10 mm umbilical port is inserted. Telescope is passed. Under vision remaining ports are passed. With lateral 5 mm port, gallbladder grasper forceps is passed and fundus of gallbladder is held and pushed up towards the diaphragm. With middle 5 mm port, grasper is passed to hold Hartmann's pouch. With 10 mm port, dissector is passed using reducer. Callett's triangle is dissected. Cystic duct is identified. Adhesions are released. First posterior dissection is completed. Cystic artery is above and deep to cystic duct. Cystic duct is clipped or ligated. Cystic artery is also clipped. Gallbladder is dissected off the liver bed using cautery, hooked spatula, harmonic scalpel. Gallbladder is removed through 10 mm working port with reducer or using a sterile bag. Any bleeding points are coagulated. If needed, saline wash is given to the bed. If infected, if gallbladder is opened, if there are adhesions, if there is oozing from gallbladder bed, a tube drain is placed through lateral 5 mm port. All ports are removed. Umbilical port is sutured in layers. Other ports are sutured. Patient is asked to take oral food in 24 hours and can be discharged in 24 to 48 hours. Problems: O difficult Callett's triangle. O dense adhesions. O bleeding. or anomalies of cystic duct, cystic artery. Complications, or bile duct injury, 0.8%, or bleeding. Bile leak, or infection, cholangitis, septicemia, or subphrenic abscess formation, or injury to colon, duodenum, mesentery. Single incision laparoscopic surgery, SILS, in cholecystectomy. SILS is an advanced minimally invasive surgical procedure wherein surgeon operates exclusively through a single umbilical entry port. It is also called a single port access surgery, SPA, one port umbilical surgery, OPUS, and single port incision less conventional equipment utilizing surgery, SPICES, natural orifice transumbilical surgery, NOTUS. It needs general anesthesia, specialized umbilical large trocars which accommodates working instruments along with fluid exable laparoscope, rotatable instruments, articulating handles, harmonic scalpel. Here through a large 2.5 cm umbilical vertical incision dissection is done by open method to reach peritoneal cavity. Specialized port in which one can pass 10 mm telescope and two 5 mm instruments for work is used. Instruments are angled and fluid exable to meet the ergonomic principles to certain extent. Dissection of gallbladder is done in similar fashion like 4-port technique. Specimen is easily retrieved through umbilical port as it is wide enough. If difficulty arises any time one can add additional ports as required. Advantages. Or there is no visible scar like a traditional multiport, or faster recovery time, early return to work, or cosmetically better. Disadvantages. Or expensive trocars and instruments, cost factor, or skilled work, learning curve, or dissection against normal surgical ergonomics. Complications. Or umbilical wound pain, infection, or umbilical hernia, or because of limited visibility time consuming, or during learning curve complications of cholecystectomy and conversion rate may be more. Note, Volkmann-Walter syndrome. It is compression of IVC due to collection of fluid UID in subphrenic space during post-cholecystectomy period. It mimics coronary thrombosis. Bile duct injuries causes, or cholecystectomy, open or laparoscopic, or trauma, or instrumentation, ERCP, baby endoscope, choledocoscope, or other surgeries, pancreatic, duodenal, gastric, or anomalous biliary system increases the risk of injury. Classifications. A Strasbourg classify cation. Class A. Bile leak from the cystic duct or an accessory duct showing continuity with the common bile duct. Class B. Section, injury of an accessory duct, sectorial duct aberrant right hepatic duct with no continuity with the common bile duct with occlusion. Class C. Leak, open drainage from a sectorial duct, aberrant right hepatic duct with no continuity with the common bile duct. Class D. Partial section, lateral injury of an extrahepatic duct bile duct with no complete loss of continuity with the rest of the bile duct system. B. Figs 12.84a and B. Single incision laparoscopic surgery, SILS, for cholecystectomy. Class A. Class A. Complete section, circumferential injury of the bile duct with subtypes according to the length of the stump at various levels, E1 stricture, injury at more than 2 cm distal to bifurcation, E2 stricture, injury less than 2 cm distal to bifurcation, E3 stricture, injury at bifurcation, E4 stricture, injury involving right and left hepatic ducts, E5 complete obstruction of entire bile duct. Note, only right and left partial injuries are not included in this classify cation. Stewart Way classify cation investigations. This classify cation involves 4 strata based on the mechanism and anatomy of injury. Class 1. It refers to the incomplete section of bile duct with no loss of tissue. It has a prevalence rate of 8%. Class 2. It is a lateral injury of the common hepatic duct that leads to stenosis or bile leak. It is the consequence of thermal damage and clamping the duct with surgical staples. It has a prevalence of 2% with a concomitant hepatic artery injury in 20% of cases. T-tube related injuries are included within this class. Class 3. It is the most common, 60%, represents the complete section of the common hepatic duct. It is subdivided into type E, remnant common hepatic duct, type E, section at the Konefeld-Ewens, type E, loss of Konefeld-Ewens, and type E, injuries higher than Konefeld-Ewens with section of secondary bile ducts. Associated injury of right hepatic artery occurs in 25% of cases. Class 4, it is right, 65%, and accessory right, 25%, hepatic duct injuries with associated injury of the right hepatic artery, 60%. Occasionally it includes the common hepatic duct injury at the Konefeld-Ewens, 5%, besides the accessory right hepatic duct lesion, prevalence of 10%. Hanover Classify Cation, 2007. It classifies injuries in relationship to the Konefeld-Ewens and also includes vascular injuries. Type A. It refers to cystic and/or gallbladder bed leaks. Type B is a complete or incomplete stenosis caused by a surgical staple. Type C represents lateral tangential injuries. Type D refers to complete section of the common bile duct emphasizing their distance to the Konefeld-Ewens as well as the concomitant injuries of hepatic artery and portal vein. Type A is late bile duct stenosis at different lengths to the Konefeld-Ewens. Note: bismuth classify cation, for open surgery, pre-laparoscopic era, is discussed under biliary stricture earlier. Presentations: O fever, pain, features of bile stasis like cholangitis, jaundice, or 10% of laparoscopic bile duct injuries are identified on table, 30% with bile leak, 25% with obstructive jaundice, 30% with cholangitis. Patients with bile leak present early, with formed biliary stricture presents with jaundice and cholangitis months or years later. Complications: O biliary fistula with electrolyte imbalance, O biliary peritonitis, septicemia, O subphrenic abscess formation, O biloma formation, O severe malnutrition, deficiencies, O late biliary cirrhosis, portal hypertension. OLFT, coagulation profiler, OUS abdomen, fistulogram, O dynamic CT scan will delineate the anatomy of injury. OERCP is useful if injury is only partial where stenting can also be done. OPTC is the investigation of choice to identify site, nature, extent of stricture. It also facilitates drainage and stenting. O hepatobiliary scintigraphy may be useful. OMRCP may be useful to identify ductal anatomy. OCT arteriography is useful to identify associated hepatic artery or portal vein injury which is 20% in association with CBD injury. Management: O general, antibiotics, nutrition, TPN. O conservative, small partial injury to CBD may resolve spontaneously or with the help of ERCP, sphincterotomy and stenting is done. O management of biliary duct injury on table, during laparoscopic cholecystectomy, open, conversion into open surgery with a lengthy subcostal, bucket handle incision. Intraoperative cholangiogram should be done. Partial injury of CBD less than 30% of circumference is treated with primary repair with 80 tube in place. Extensive injury more than 30% of the circumference or cautery injury or complete CBD transection should be treated with Roux-en-Y cholecystectomy. Isolated hepatic duct injury less than 3 mm in size should be ligated. More than 3 mm in size should be reimplanted. A Roux-en-Y hepaticojejunostomy should be done. If facility for surgical repair is available, patient should be sent to a higher center after placing a drain with abdomen closure. or management of bile duct injury identified at a later period. In such situation it is better to wait for 6 weeks for the inflammation to subside, which facilitates easier identify cation of proximal CBD. After proper assessment of injury, Roux-en-Y choledochojejunostomy or Roux-en-Y hepaticojejunostomy is done. Or hepcoinod approach. Here hilar plate is meticulously dissected. Left hepatic duct is anastomosed to Roux jejunal loop to create hepaticojejunostomy, often with creation of proximal access loop for future endoscopic approach. Complications are recurrent cholangitis, bile leak from stoma, hemophilia, stenosis of biliary enteric anastomotic site, 10%, occurs often after many years. Post-cholecystectomy syndrome, 15%. Or recurrent, new or persistent symptoms after cholecystectomy in patients who have no demonstrable abnormality is called as post-cholecystectomy syndrome. It may be due to loss of reserving function of the gallbladder, or continuous bile fluid or into the duodenum may be causing esophagitis, gastritis or diarrhea and colicky pain. 20% causes are other than due to hepatopancreatic biliary problems. Or however, importance lies in ruling out the other causes of the symptoms like peptic ulcer, hiatus hernia, pancreatic diseases, residual CBD stone, cystic duct remnant, papillary stenosis. Or true post-cholecystectomy syndrome is treated with proper counseling, psychiatric evaluation and drug therapy. It should be evaluated thoroughly. Causes of post-cholecystectomy syndrome. Gallbladder. Residual or reformed gallbladder stump stones in cystic duct neuroma in the stump. Slit stones into the peritoneum, clips applied to cystic duct. Biliary tree. Residual stone in CBD, biliary dyskinesia stricture. Dilatation without obstruction, fistula. Cholangitis malignancy. Liver. Fatty liver. Hepatitis, cirrhosis, sclerosing cholangitis. Pancreas, pancreatitis. Stones, carcinoma pancreas, sphincter of Oddi dyskinesia. GIT. Esophagitis, hiatus hernia, achalasia cardia, duodenal diverticular. IBS, constipation, incisional hernia, mesenteric ischemia. Cardiac coronary heart disease. Others, adrenal tumor, thyrotoxicosis, intercostal neuralgia, arthritis. Psychiatric diseases. Biliary dyskinesia. Biliary dyskinesia is motility disorder of either gallbladder or sphincter of Oddi. Patient presents with features of biliary colic without any evidence of gallstone disease. It can be gallbladder dyskinesia. Here CT scan, gastroscopy, ERCP are normal. CCK is injected intravenously after filing gallbladder with radionuclide label TC 99 meters. Gallbladder ejection fraction is assessed after 20 minutes. If it is less than 35%, then it is called as gallbladder dyskinesia. It is treated with laparoscopic cholecystectomy or sphincter of Oddi dysfunction. It is also known as biliary sphincter dyskinesia or pancreatic sphincter dyskinesia. It is benign calculus obstruction to bile and or pancreatic fluid or across sphincter of Oddi causing cholestasis, pancreatitis and pain. It may be due to trauma, congenital anomalies. It occurs in 1% of cholecystectomy patients. Condition is common in females. Normally CCK relaxes sphincter by decreasing its pressure. After IV injection of CCK, if CBD diameter becomes more than 12 mm or if there is increase in CBD diameter in response to CCK on US evaluation, it suggests dysfunction of sphincter of Oddi. If basal sphincter pressure on study increases more than 40 mm Hg, it also suggests the same. Milwaukee's classification, type 1, any one of the following features unexplained biliary pain for more than 6 months after cholecystectomy, ERCP showing CBD greater than 12 mm, delayed bile drainage greater than 45 minutes, altered liver enzymes. Type 2, unexplained biliary pain for more than 6 months after cholecystectomy plus with any one of the other criteria. Type 3, only unexplained biliary pain for more than 6 months after cholecystectomy, without any of other criteria. ERCP, MRCP, sphincter of audemanometry, IV cholangiography are the investigations. Treatment, endoscopic sphincterotomy, botulinum toxin injection into the sphincter, nifedipine, transcutaneous electric nerve stimulation to raise serum VIP level which decreases the sphincter pressure.